guys, what is going on, and welcome back to a brand new Minecraft building video. Today, boys and girls, we're going to be building a secret base, but not just any secret base. Today, boys and girls, we're going to be building a pink secret base. So if you like the color pink and it's your favorite color, then you are going to want to build this secret base. But first off, before we build the base itself, we're going to have to create the secret entranceway. So for that, we're going to need a few materials, and the materials we're going to be using are some grass blocks, some levers, some sticky pistons, some redstone dust, redstone repeaters, dirt, and some large ferns. Now, we are going to need some more materials, but we will get to those as we, get on with this. So the first thing I'm going to recommend is that you find yourself a tree next to a raised section of land. So as you can see, my Minecraft oak tree is here. 1 block away is a raised section by 1 block. You're only going to need 1 block, so you don't need like 5 blocks up. You don't need a huge mountain, just enough to cover some redstone. So first things first, we're going to place down our lever. Bam. We're going to place it right behind our tree, and we're going to cover it up with a large fern, okay? You can cover this up with whatever you want, but for the purpose of the video, we are going to be using a fern. Let's hop a few blocks away from this. So 1, 2, and 3. On this third block, we're going to remove 1, 2, 3, and 4 blocks of dirt, just like this. We're now going to remove 2 more blocks going backwards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if we just remove these in front of us here, we will be replacing these, don't worry. Bam, 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 bam. We grab ourselves some sticky pistons and we place them along the back. 1, 2, 3, and 4, just like so. We then grab our grass blocks and replace 1, 2, 3, 4 that we destroyed previously. In front of the pistons, we can now place 1, 2, 3, and 4 blocks of grass blocks, and these are going to be the blocks that are pushed forwards to cover the entrance of our base. Now let's move on up to on top of our pistons. We can remove 4 blocks, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you should be able to see your 4 pistons just like this. We're now going to need to remove some other blocks. Let's start by removing 12 blocks, 2 blocks deep, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, and then do the same so it is 2 blocks deep, just like so. Now, you aren't actually going to need all of this space, but at least we have enough space to see what we're doing with our redstone. First off, we're going to place a redstone repeater on the back of all 4 of our pistons, so 1, 2, 3, and 4, and set these to 3 ticks each, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Bam. Now what we're going to do is make a trail going from the back of our last repeater to the back of our lever block. So of course we place that behind our tree. So let's start this block here. We're going to remove 1 block, 2 block, 3 block, 4 block, and we're going to take it to our lever. So let's remove these 3 blocks just here, and as you can see, that is where our lever resides. So if we remove these 3, as you can see, it connects all the way around to our lever. If we grab redstone dust, place it from the back of the lever, and we're going to take this all the way around past the back of all of our pistons, just like so. And as you can see, it connects to the repeater, and what you'll find, if you flick the lever, let's just remove this for a second, bam, the block should be pushed forwards. If we flick it again, they'll be taken back, and this is of course where our secret base is going to be, and yeah, it works out pretty cool. So now what we can do, now we're done with the redstone, so now what we can do is actually start digging our blocks down here. So let's start by removing 5 blocks down. We're going to go in and we're going to select ourselves whichever stairs you want to place going down into your base. So personally, I like quartz stairs, so I'm going to use quartz stairs. You guys can use whichever you want. So on the second block down, don't place it on the top, because remember, these blocks are going to have to be pushed forwards, and you don't want anything there preventing that. So we're going to start by placing some quartz stairs, just going down enough so we can see kind of which direction our base is going to be going. Now mine is going to be going downwards towards my tree. Yours could technically go the other way if you wanted to, but this is just my personal preference. You guys can do whatever you want, and I would actually be curious to see what you guys are creating. But of course, now we have our stairs in, we're going to need a way to exit the base if we're coming back out of it. So the way we're going to be doing this is placing a lever on the inside. So let's jump a few blocks down, and we're simply just going to break a block, and we're going to place ourselves a lever. As you can see, my lever is 1 block below, and it works just fine. Now on top of this lever, we're going to remove the grass block so we can actually see what we're doing on the top of this. So the aim of this is to loop redstone from this lever all the way around to our pistons that we placed at the beginning. So the best way to do this is 1 block behind the lever, remove 2 more dirt, and this is where our redstone trail will start. You're now going to want to loop this all the way around to your first piston, and it almost makes a redstone circuit. So once you've linked all your redstone up, fingers crossed when we enter the base, our doors should close. And it's only done 2, so that's actually perfectly fine. All we're going to need to do is grab ourselves a redstone repeater, remove one of the redstone dust, and place it down so all the redstone can light up and connect properly. As you can see, it is now all fully done. If we click this again, all of our blocks actually move backwards. So now that we have a way to get into our base and out of our base using redstone, we can cover all of our redstone up with grass blocks to make it look like nothing is actually there, and your base is super secretly hidden from all of your enemies and your friends that you are playing with in Minecraft, because of course you don't want them to find this place. So we are filling all of this up, and as you can see, once we're done with this, you are not going to be able to tell that there is a secret base here at all, and you are going to want to make sure all the redstone is covered, even this lever. And the only blocks that should be showing are these 4 blocks just here, because what we can do is flick these and the base disappears. We can now replace our large fern just like this, maybe some more grass just around it, and if you stand back, you can barely see there is a lever there at all. So now let's just test everything works, because you know we don't want to go ahead with the rest of the tutorial if nothing is working. So if we press the lever, it should open just like this. We go inside of our base, we flick the lever again, and it closes behind us. It's pretty dark in here, so we are going to need to re-flick our lever so we can actually see for just a second. Now, the next step is to actually start digging down into our base. I'm going to start by extending my staircase another 2 or 3 blocks to make sure we are deep enough in the ground. Now I'm going to go into our inventories and pick a white concrete, because I think for the entrance of our base we should have a nice white color, and then when you enter the base it's going to be a huge explosion of pink and colorfulness. So now what we can do is actually start replacing our sidewalls just here with white concrete until you're fully satisfied with the end result. I'm also going to remove some random blocks in the wall, dig 1 block behind this, and actually place some glowstone so we can kind of see when we enter our base. The worst thing is when you enter a secret base and you actually can't see anything until you enter the main part. So now if we flick this lever, we should actually be able to see inside, which is pretty useful. Now for our final 2 stone blocks on the floor, I'm actually going to replace these with birchwood planks, because this is actually the material I'm going to be using for the inside of my secret base. Now I'm going to go in and grab myself, let's see, a birchwood door, remove these 2 blocks, and then behind this upside down stair, place a birchwood door on the back, and this will actually be the door to our main secret base. So now the main entrance is done, we're actually going to need to clear some space for our secret base inside. So to start off, I'm just going to be using my hand. Let's enter our base just like this. I'm going to be digging 5 blocks either side, left and right. And to make it super easy for you guys to see, I've turned off my shaders mod and added a potion of visibility. So now we can see everything that is going on. Now we've dug 5 blocks this way, we're going to dig 11 blocks forward, okay? So from both of these sides, we're going to be digging 11 blocks in a straight line. Now if we dig to the left, say this side, we should actually meet the other side where we started digging 11 blocks. Perfect. We're now going to clear this space and take it up by 1 more block, making it 3 in height. Now we've cleared our 5 by 11 block space, we're going to dig another 4 blocks downwards this entire space so we have a lot more room inside of our base. Okay, so now you should have your base fully cleared out, and as you can see, there is a lot of room to work with. Now, this is probably the most important part because we're going to be adding the splashes of color we're going to need to turn this base into a pink lover's fantasy. So the materials we're going to be using are some pink concrete, some pink wool, some white terracotta, some pink terracotta, some birchwood planks, and some spruce wood planks. So follow as I do. With our pink concrete, we're going to be placing the first wall, that's the wall with our door on it, and we're going to be placing the first 3 blocks next to the door either side. So let's just do that now. 1 2 3 pink, 1 2 3 pink, just like that. We're now going to be completely filling in the rest of this side, but only 3 blocks because the rest of the blocks downwards are going to be made out of pink wool. Now, as I said, from this block downwards, we're going to be placing some pink wool. Now, the next 2 walls are actually pretty simple. These are going to be fully made out of pink concrete. So that is our left-hand side wall and our right-hand side wall. Now for our final wall, we're going to be using some white terracotta and some pink terracotta. Now first we're going to start off with a strip of pink terracotta. Next, we're going to be using white terracotta. And we're going to continue this pattern all the way to the other side of the wall. Perfect, now we have our funky stripy pink wall. We're going to be placing birchwood planks on the floor and spruce wood planks for our ceiling. Okay, so all of our walls and ceiling and flooring is now filled in, so we're going to actually start adding our decorations. But first, we've got to add a balcony area and some stairs into our main section of the base. So first things first, we're going to grab some white concrete, some quartz slabs, quartz stairs, and some pink stained glass. Now, in all 4 corners of our base, we're going to place a pillar of white concrete, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and we're going to do this on all 3 other corners of our base. And what you will notice is this base comes together very nicely and is a really cozy Minecraft home. Now, jumping out 2 blocks from our first 2 pillars, we're going to be placing another pillar, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and we're going to mimic this on the other side, so let's do exactly the same just here. And now we're going to be jumping 3 blocks, so 1, 2, and 3, pillar, and you should have 1, 2, 3 just here. And of course, we're going to repeat this on the other side as well, so 1, 2, 3 blocks. In the middle on the 4th block, bring up 7 blocks of white concrete, and you should have this on either side. Now, we're going to grab ourselves some birch wood planks, and we're going to place a row here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and we're going to bring this out 2 more, filling in this 2 block gap, going all the way along. Now in the center block in line with the door, we're going to place 1 quartz stair and 2 either side, so you should have 3 quartz stairs facing downwards and 3 quartz slabs either side of this, so 1, 2, 3 quartz slabs and 1, 2, 3 quartz slabs. On top of the slabs, we're going to simply place some pink stained glass panes, just like so. Then on the bottom of our stairs, we're going to be placing some upside down stairs, and we're going to continue this pattern until we reach the ground. Okay, now to add some interior decorations. First, we're going to place a 1, 2, 3 block pillar either side of our door entrance. Let's flick our door shut just like this. Now, first we're going to walk in, and either side we're going to place 3 double chests going upwards. we're going to remove the block above so you can actually open the chest, and behind this, if you would like, you can actually just place some more pink so that it kind of matches the rest of the room. And that also goes for the two side columns as well, like this. You can't really see anything above it, but your chest will still open. So if we do exactly the same on the other side, 1, 2, and 3 double chests, and then we can replace the materials behind with the corresponding materials that actually match its surroundings. Now, under this, we're also going to be doing exactly the same, but first we're going to be starting by placing 2 sea lanterns just like this on the floor for extra lighting. So 1, 2, and 3 chests just like so. 1, 2, and 3, and above this we can actually go in and grab ourselves some birchwood slabs, place those instead of the actual blocks, so we can open our chests down here also. So 1, 2, like this, and then we place our 4 block and we can still open our chests all fine and dandy. Our next step is to grab us some quartz slabs and place 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 in between each of the columns on the same block as the ones with our glass panes on top. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. And on top of these, we're going to be placing 3 flower pots and filling these with some plants. I personally like the white plants. I think they look the best and go very well with our pink and white theme. The second lot of pillars, we're going to be placing 1 and 2 furnaces with a crafting table in the middle, and then 1 block away from these, we're just going to place 3 more furnaces like so, with 3 iron trapdoors underneath them to kind of look like a shelf which is holding them up. So 1 and 2 furnaces, crafting table in the middle, 3 iron trapdoors just like so, and 3 more furnaces on top. So we have a nice crafting and smelting area either side of our base. For the next section, we're going to grab some bookshelves and remove the 2 blocks in the middle between our columns. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 bookshelves on each side. We're going to grab ourselves some iron trapdoors, place 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, 3 above the bookshelves, and this kind of frames the bookshelves and makes it look like more of a shelving unit. Next, we're going to be adding a small living room area to our base. So the materials we're going to be using are some cut sandstone, some oak wood leaves, some nevered brick stairs, some white stained glass panes, white carpet, black concrete, a white bed, pink carpet, and a painting. So first off, we're going to place a cut sandstone block in each corner of our living room with 2 oak leaves on the top to act as our planters. 1 block away from this and in front, we're going to be placing a nether brick stair just like so, and we're going to turn this 1 block and again another block, creating a small sofa design. So you curve it 1 block, we curve it one way, and we curve it back the other way, and it kind of creates these awesome looking armchairs. In the center, we place 2 white stained glass panes with 2 white carpet on top to make a small coffee table, and then 1 block away from the coffee table and 2 blocks up, we're going to remove 3 blocks in the wall and replace them with black concrete to act as a television. Now we can actually go under the staircase and start placing down our bedroom. First off, we're going to grab our white bed, and on the middle block, place it down in the center just like so. Next to this, we're going to place 3 glass white panes like this, jump another block, and do exactly the same either side. So you should have pink, glass, bed, glass, pink, glass, pink. Pretty simple stuff. In front of this, we're going to be placing ourselves a pink carpet like this, taking it 2 more blocks out, and repeating this twice again. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and do exactly the same on the other side, just like so. So now you have a really nice pink rug in your very, very pink bedroom. Now we're going to be placing a concrete block either side just like this of our bed, and 1 above. Now we're going to be removing these. It's just so we can place in some single paintings like so, and remove the black concrete blocks because they were simply there so our paintings didn't go wild. Next thing on the agenda is to grab some armor stands with whichever armor you'd like to place in your base. Then all you do is place your armor stands in each of the corners like this, and simply place your armor on them like this. And now in our base, we have an awesome place to keep our armor inside of our bedroom, and if I do say so myself, our pink base looks pretty darn amazing. The last thing we need to do is add 2 hanging lights from our ceiling, and for this we're going to be using some white glass panes and some sea lanterns. So first we're going to jump to our middle block above our table, and we're going to place 2 blocks hanging down just like this with 1 sea lantern on the end. We're going to jump 1 block away from this, place another, so you should have 2 blocks in between each of them, and just place another sea lantern hanging like so. So you should have 2 awesome dangling modern lights in the middle of your awesome pink base, and with that being done, our secret base is finished. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed this secret base tutorial. If you did enjoy it, make sure to slap that like button, subscribe, and turn notifications on. You are notified every time I upload to this channel. I hope you all have an amazing day. Love you all so much. Stay creative, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.